Hello YouTube, good evening. It's a chilly day in November, but we're back at the paddock working on the sr20 DET and Chance's RPS13 replica. So you guys saw in the last vlog, I wasn't able to help out Tony, but he put those new control arms in it and it looks really cool. It filled it up really well. So Chance, what are we doing?
Replacing this bad boy, I hope. If
anyone has owned an sr20 in any of their time, they probably know exactly what we're holding. Anyone that's turbocharged really knows this issue. These gaskets fail like crazy on SRs. Chance, what do you think was the cause of your failure?
Ever since this cracked off on the bash bar and my intercooler was being held up by hopes and dreams.
Like our entire car.
And it kept loosening bolts back here, and then I finally got everything tight and everything back on. And first event back, that shit blows. So. Well,
I wouldn't even like beat yourself up too much because the 4 bolts that go in these holes that sit on the turbo manifold itself, they come out basically from factory.
Notorious.
Yeah, they just back out all the time. So I haven't had that issue. There are these little, I'll put a picture here, but there's like these little tiny flanges that basically grab the nut and the stud so they can't back out. But we'll figure that out another day. So now it sounds like he has a massive exhaust leak.
Sounds like a lawnmower or a pig.
Today we're gonna try and hopefully it's a pretty easy thing. It should just be 4 bolts, I mean in theory, but. So we gave up on that turbo gasket because
I forgot that was the last thing we did.
Yeah, and I put the camera down. We were supposed to do a turbo gasket, but we gave it up. But instead, we got Mr. Colorado here.
Hello. How are you?
Do you want to be in the vlog?
No.
No, I didn't think. I told you. What did I say?
That's exactly how it's going to go.
So we have he who shall not be named, the legend that you're the offspring of.
Yes.
And he's going to give his opinion on what this car needs because, as you guys know, it had a little bump.
It's everything.
It's everything. Yep. We'll see. All right, the OG left. Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I mean, he said he can straighten it, so that's all I need.
So we're just gonna do, the back's fine, but we'll just smack Bondo on it. So the frame is honestly, you know, the most important part that needs to become straight. And this bash bar was a good thing, but also a bad thing because you can see where it really shoved it. But this right here is the part that we need straight, so that's our main concern. So Jesse's dad's gonna put it on the frame machine at his shop in the near future. And then we're gonna see if this part needs to be replaced because someone messaged Chance a while back named
240 John.
240 John apparently has a whole clip that we might be able to use, so. We will let you know in the future if we're gonna end up going that route. I mean, ultimately, we just want this to have the fender fit for Chance and that he can, you know, have some confidence in the car.
That and then maybe, I don't know. The only thing that I really care about getting is this, that way the hood can latch. And then maybe replacing this JanCaf thing.
The whole core support?
Just right here.
Yeah,
putting in the factory.
Because that's what was cool about it.
Factory right there.
We looked at this and realized the really only thing that's actually missing out of this factory core is right here, straight
and also,
across.
If this wasn't right there, it wouldn't have punctured my radiator.
I didn't even think about that.
Because, that's how that happened.
So
just JB welded.
And it made it home. I started yanking it and Chance is like, stop that.
It's gonna start pouring out.
So that's super tight. Chance's car is for sure fixable. We pretty much knew it was going to be. We just wanted to make sure that we were going the right route and getting it to a place where people really know what they're doing and kind of care about the car, but understand the vision of where we're gonna be and that these are drift cars and it's inevitable that you might hit another wall. Super tight that Jesse's dad's gonna be helping with us. He's an OG. He's been doing this since literally before I was born. Before Jesse left, we played a bunch of Assetto Corsa. I'm gonna put a link to our Discord below in the bio because I wanna get everyone on our Discord. It's super fun. We have like drift nights where we get like 30 people in 2 different servers. It's super tight. So it's gonna be good for the off season. But as you can see, I'm looking at an S14 differential right now that I'm gonna throw in this 240SX because mine is making some crazy winding sounds. Now you'll see if you know an S13 differential, in that last video there's 4 bolts that I bolted up. On the S14 there's only 2. 2 bushings go around these in the subframe, and these also have bushings inside of them. But what's nice about that is I have those on my old VLSD. So we're gonna pop those off, throw those on, put the other differential cover from that one onto this one and see where we're sitting. Now, I can't lie, this is probably one of the cleanest differentials I've ever seen. Jesse said he got it from some military dude, so we're gonna pop this thing open and see how these welds are. First things first, we're gonna get this car jacked up into the air so I can take out the old differential because I need the front of that pumpkin. Wait, I'm just gonna use the other one off of this. Okay, cool, cool. Never mind, never mind. I am gonna drain both of these because they both have crappy old fluid in them, and we're gonna be taking the covers off and it's gonna suck, so. Oh, I hurt my back doing that. Fun fact, there is no fluid in this. Well, alright, that makes that way easier. Okay, cool. Ryan, if you're watching this, how long until you think those will blow up? Because I'm just going to throw this bitch in the car. Alright guys, now for my old VLSD. We're assuming that's what it is. Maybe it's a two-way, I don't really know. I haven't cracked this thing open in a long time. So you can see I have those PBM solid bushings on the back. We're gonna have to pop those off of this guy too. I'm pretty excited though because I actually haven't seen the factory VLSD up close, so that'll be cool to see. But I guarantee this one's gonna have fluid in it versus the other one that did not. Okay, this motherfucker kind of icy. Look at that. I think I'm gonna keep this. All right, so this is a factory VLSD, we think. Gonna be taking off the PBM solid bushings. So the S14 basically, since it's engineered later on, you know, in the 90s, people are starting to like the creature comforts more of not having solid differentials mounted to the cabin of the car. Nissan made these have basically a squishy little, oh god, a squishy little bolt inside of them rather than, you know, just the normal leaf sticking out. So we're going to take those and put them in my new diff. Gonna sand this one down a little bit just because you can see where it's got some abrasion that probably will make it harder to squeeze it in there. So then you'll see here, these are basically just a sandwich. It should just slide right in, I'd say. Sick, look at that. Cool. That's an old Nissan differential ready to go in then. Pretty excited.